Welcome back. Each year in the U.S., an average 20% of the U.S. population gets the flu. Tens of thousands are hospitalized. According to the CDC, only 59% of flu vaccinations are effective each year. It's probably even less than that.
Yeah, the CDC also reports that 36,000 people die each year from flu-related illnesses. According to Deb Schreibman, flu vaccinations alone are not enough to keep you safe this season. And she's here with us today to tell us her secrets to healthy cold and flu season. Welcome to the show, Dr. Schreibman.
Thank you for having me. It's
we
a
needed
pleasure
you
to be
here. We're worried about this. So this year, the flu has actually become an epidemic.
It is. It is unprecedented this year. And actually this year, a big problem is that only 10% of the vaccines are effective. So this is way down than what it usually is.
So each year they become less effective?
Well, no, just it happens that this year, this vaccination isn't working as well.
Because it's really
as
like Russian roulette, right? They just pick pick different strains and they put it in a combination.
It is.
So do you still recommend the flu vaccine?
Well, and there are some people who really need it, but because it's not working this year, I mean, you really have to have that discussion with your medical doctor to find out if it's really going to help you. And in some cases, it really does.
Okay, so you have steps to help people avoid getting sick. One of them is like just avoid sick people.
Yeah.
so how does that work?
How do you do that? Yeah, you know, the better part of that is if you are sick, avoid everybody else. Stay home. So if you think you're not feeling well, don't go to work. Don't just stop at the grocery store on the way home.
Be responsible.
Be responsible. Be respectful. And this is the best way to protect each other. So I was flying here yesterday, and there's a guy behind me coughing, and I thought, would you like a mask? I brought extras. Put it on.
Did he?
No.
He said no thanks.
He said no thank you.
So do what we eat make a difference?
What we eat definitely makes a difference. You want to boost your immune system. So things like sugar, they create a lot of inflammation and they depress your immune system. So during these months, it's good to eat really good fresh fruit, vegetables, take lots of supplements, and there are some that really do help us boost our immune system to fight these viruses. So talk to a doctor that's experienced with that as well, because you want to make sure that it doesn't mix with any medications that you're already taking.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so what about hygiene? What about things you touch, things that you put in your mouth, things that get near you, scratching your eyes?
Yes, and there's a couple different things we can do for this. So you want to disinfect all the surfaces. Anything you touch, cell phones, telephones, doorknobs, faucets, anything that anybody else is going to be touching, even like the steering wheel of your car, anything, disinfect them. That will help protect you and other people. Washing your hands, that's one of the very best ways to protect yourself and to protect others.
So what about Purell? I mean, I'm sorry, because since we're talking about that, what do you think about those kind of things?
I do not love antibacterial anything because it can keep us too clean. It can keep it so that our immune systems don't build up so that we can fight these germs. But there are healthier alternatives that aren't antibacterial. I know doTERRA has a great one that you can use, and there's plenty of other ones out there.
And they're not as drying.
Right.
Just good old soap and water.
Good old-fashioned soap and water.
So how do you convince kids to wash your hands?
Yeah, well, that's the big one, right?
Tricky.
So we used a little bit of bribery in my household, but a lot of people want to bribe children with sugar, with candy, with the things that they love. Don't do that because that will depress their immune system. Give them something they love. Stickers, little Barbie dolls, Matchbox cars. I left this in a backpack in our bathroom, and then I used to put them all in there, and he would pick from them, and he loved it, and it kept him doing what he wanted. The other thing you can do when you're washing your hands is sing the ABCs. Kids love to sing and dance, and if you can wash your hands to the alphabet, it's 20 to 30 seconds, and you've washed your hand long enough to kill all these germs.
Good idea.
Yeah, and you know what's fun? You'll see the adults doing it too.
Yeah.
So they're all doing this.
Your book, Journey to Wellness, is internationally recognized.
It is.
Is that really the book to avoid getting sick, to help you avoid getting sick?
This book I wrote because I myself found myself quite sick many years ago with endometriosis. And the treatment from the conventional world, it didn't ring true to me, and it was scary to me. Chemotherapy, drugs, surgery, hysterectomy, and I didn't want to do that. So I had to find a different way. And I found the functional approach, and it really helped me. And I wrote this book so no other women or nobody else in the world had to suffer the way I did.
Dr. Deb, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Come back for sure.
I will.
A lot more Daily Flash when we come back.